What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is your very first time joining me, my name is Jessica. My mother was a makeup lover, of course. I really hope that this isn't too bright right now, but I feel like it's really bright. Oh. For today's video, I'm going to be playing around with a few new goodies. So I'll be doing my eyes as well as my face. So if you're curious to see how what I used to achieve this makeup and how I achieved it, then definitely keep on watching. So my lids are already primed, and I've just laid down some tape. So I always like to prime my lids first and then lay down the tape. So that way when I remove the tape, there's still like some primer under it. So that way it's not like, I don't have to like clean it up, you know? So I think these are pretty even, but I feel like my brows might not be, my eyes are not the same shape. So I always have a little bit of trouble like making things even. But yeah. Today I'm going to be taking the Blend Bunny Cosmetic Blends palette. Somebody wanted me to use the pinks, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm actually going to be recreating this look right here by Fleming here on YouTube. I do follow her on Instagram as well. She's so pretty. So pretty. The accent gets me every motherfucking time. Like, if you have, like, a accent, that does it for me. That does it for me every time. So I'm actually going to start in the inner corner. And I'm going to start by taking this brown shade, which is called Truth. This is a beautiful, beautiful tone. And this is a Luxe 231 small tapered brush. Very, very soft. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Usually I start with my darkest color first, but I'm actually going to be starting with the lightest color. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out, but I'm only going to take this on half of my eye. And then on a smaller little pencil brush, I'll take this brown shade called Mama Bear. And I'm just going to deepen the crease up a little bit. So I'm just going to go right into blending motions. And the reason why I went in with the lighter shade first is because I don't want this specific color to be too dark. I just want it to add that like depth, dimension. And also that first shade's very light. So this will help with like not making it too deep, you know? I'll just blend these out. For the pinks, I'm literally just going to be taking all three of these pinks. So we have shade Vamp, Chase, and Promise. I'm going to start with the shade Vamp. We're going to start with the darkest one because I do want it to be super deep. I'm going to take this on a Morphe E17 brush. And I'm going to just pack this down right along this tape. And then I'm going to meet the brown right here. So just like that. And then I'm going to cut my crease, and then I'll do like a pink wing liner. This look is honestly super simplistic. Alright, and then I'm going to dust that same brush off, and then I'll take the hot pink shade Chase. And I'm just going to go over the top of this for now. Because like I said, I'm going to cut my crease. So I'm literally just going to blend this out. And then I could also take it into the brown a little bit. Just to make sure that it's blending super seamlessly. This is giving me super peanut butter jelly vibes right now. Then I'm going to take a super fluffy brush with the shade Promise, which is this beautiful, like, bubblegum pink kind of. Kind of looks kind of purpley toned, honestly. And then I'll just blend this out. And then just to make sure everything is perfect, I'll go back in with my previous shades and just make sure that they're nice and pigmented. Chef's kiss. Now I'll take my P.Louise cut cover, cut my crease, and then I'm just going to lay down some regular base, and then we could come back and do finishing touches. I don't know why that was so hard to say right now. I'm actually going to just take some of the white shade Cream and Sugar, and I'm going to set this a little bit because the regular P.Louise base doesn't dry down on its own. Had to think about that for a second. So I'm just going to set this a little bit. Now I'm going to take a small little pencil brush with the shade Vamp. That way I can get my liner as precise as possible. And just starting from right here, I'm going to start doing a wing. Okay, then I'm going to take another brush with the shade Chase. And I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to go a little bit further in. And for more like precise placement, tapping works really nice for like more precise placement. Then I'm going to dust that same brush off with the shade Promise. So just like that, I think that it looks so pretty. And now I'm going to take this Camo Cosmetics. This is their Blush Luxe Liquid Eyeshadow. So this is the shade Blush Luxe Liquid Eyeshadow. So this is like pink. This is like a duochrome. So it's like pink and kind of like greeny gold at the same time. Definitely you can see that pink there. And kind of that like... It's definitely green, but I feel like it looks more maybe like champagne on this at this angle, like gold, you know. So I typically just like to go right in on the like wand to pick up the product. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do a line. Isn't that so pretty? So I did go ahead and I applied my lashes as well. I just recently put in a little order over at Cavalli Lashes. These are in the style San Rio, Sanrio. I did trim the ends a little bit and they kind of look more flared out. I feel like they were kind of rounded, but to fit my eye shape I trimmed them, so they kind of are flared out, which is exactly what I like in my lashes. So there's that. I also got sent by influencer. It's all covered. It's all covered. But I got sent the new r.e.m. Beauty what is this? Prep and Conceal for a transcendent out-of-body experience. So it came with their Lunar Magic Blurring Primer, multitasking makeup primer, lasts to the moon and back. The Sweetener Concealer, it is a buildable medium to full coverage concealer, and then their Dermacloud Blender, a latex-free beauty sponge, hits all the angles. So there's that. So I did prime, of course, before I did my eye makeup. I went ahead. So typically what I've been priming with, I like to go in with moisturizer, blurring primer, and then an illuminating serum or primer. So I kind of just rotate through. These are all my primers in here. So today I went in with the NYX Marshmallow Primer, and then I went in with the r.e.m. Beauty Blurring Primer. So I do feel right off bat, so I centered it mainly in this area, and I do feel like specifically my pores do look very blurred. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna look under makeup. So yeah. And then I also, for like my luminosity, I went in with the Farsali Unicorn Essence Serum. Okay, I wanted to go in with products that I know, love, and trust as far as everything else goes. I'm going to be using their concealer as well as the sponge. So for foundation, we're going to be doing the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. This is an oldie but a goodie. I'm still making my way through this foundation. So I actually seen this, I don't know if you guys know, she's a celebrity makeup artist. Her name is Harush. And I do follow her on YouTube, is actually where I found her. But I seen her basically take her blush and put it all, like a very, very light blush, and put it all under her eyes, and then put like concealer to kind of brighten up in the inner corner and everything like that. So I wanted to do that today. So I'm going to take a little bit of the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer for cream contour. This is it all blended out. I think it looks beautiful. So yeah, so now I'm going to take the P.Louise Basic Brighten. This is in the shade Winter Rose. So this is a this can be very baby pink. I am not going to take a lot of this, okay? I might. Probably not, but I might. I'm just going to take this Sephora brush, and I'm really going to work the product onto it. Now I'm going to start at my cheeks. Okay, yeah. I think I have the balls to go all the way. We're just going to take this all, like, from under my eye, down and up. I know, guys, I know. Not as scary as I thought it was going to be. I would definitely do this again. So this is the r.e.m. Beauty concealer slash corrector. This is the shade Fair 6N. So I did get sent this, so I didn't pick it, but I honestly think that this looks like it's going to be a nice shade for me anyways. So, and then I'm going to go ahead. Okay. Actually, I don't think this is going to be a bad shade at all. I think this is going to be a really nice shade, actually. Alright, so let's just start with this amount, and then if I want to build it up, I can. It says it's buildable. So I'm going to be taking this end. And I feel like this is very squeezable. So let's see if I could do... The main test for a sponge is if I could do my under eyes with it. Okay, it's blending beautifully. Definitely gonna need another layer for sure. My eyes still look really pink under. So we're gonna add a good amount this time. Okay. So this is the concealer blended out. I did go in with 2 layers of it. I do think it looks very, like, it doesn't look cakey at all. I think it does look a little bit luminous, but we're going to set it, and that will kind of determine, let's set it. So this is the Beauty Bakerie Flour Setting Powder. Because it says flour on it, I always say Flour Beauty, but that's incorrect. Let me make sure that there's no creases before I go in and set this. I think that shade is really nice as well. I'm going to take this little Real Techniques poof. Or it's a sponge, but this for setting is a game changer. I've been using brushes, but I wanted something that I know always works, because we really want to test this concealer out, you know? Smooth, not cakey whatsoever, blurred. I'm going to finish up my makeup. I'm going to take the Iconic London Ultimate Bronzing Powder. I'm also going to take the Jaclyn Cosmetics Rouge Affair blush palette, which is the pink one. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the BPerfect X Stacey Marie Get Wet Highlighter. This is in the shade Do You. I think these are so underrated as far as highlighters go. So yeah, I'm going to finish everything up. Finish up my eyes and all that stuff, lips, and then we come back and I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinion on the blush technique as well as the r.e.m. Beauty products. I've never tried r.e.m. Beauty, so I have my kid right here on my phone. So if you hear the movie just randomly starting and stopping, I'm just gonna try to talk over it. Though I do find that quite annoying. Story of my life. So I finished the look. Here she is. I wanted to give my final thoughts and opinion not only on the r.e.m. Beauty, but also on the little blush technique. First and foremost, I do have to say, I think my complexion has looked looks the best it has ever looked. I think this is more like everyday wearable makeup. I think this is so beautiful. I think so many people would enjoy wearing this amount of makeup and like this style and everything. So first things first, use the blush under the eyes and everything. And I do have to say, so something that I think kind of influences the makeup a little bit is that the P.Louise bases, the way that they're formulated, specifically these ones in this specific tube, these work so well as blush, and just like they're so smoothing on their own. I don't really care for these on the eyes. Like, I could take it or leave it. I think I have a lot of very pigmented shadows, so I don't really go for these too often anymore. But I've just started discovering these as base products, and honestly, game changer. So I did bring this all the way under my eyes, so I'm curious if that kind of influenced the smoothness under my eyes a little bit. So I do want to try these products again, maybe without the P.Louise product, and see if they on their own are as smoothing and blurring, or if this kind of influenced that. But just in general, so the pore filling primer, I think definitely smoothed out my skin and my pores, like 100%. I am actually really blown away by this primer. Blurring and illuminating are my go-tos in any primer, so I am definitely going to be reaching for this more. Now the concealer, I think, I'm not sure about the shades or anything, but I really like the component. It's very high-end. I don't have any prices for these products, but I'll definitely leave links down below for them. I think this concealer is very beautiful. It is medium buildable coverage, as it says, and it's not cakey at all. It's very smooth, and I think that these two products together really do work wonders. So I'm definitely pleasantly surprised by the concealer. I do want to try it, you know, this is just kind of first impressions. I do want to try it with some other products and see if it still performs the way that it did today, because if it did, sorry, my kid's a sore loser. Yeah. You hear him back there playing that game? Whenever he whines like that, it's because he's losing. He's his daddy's son, for real. But yeah, I definitely will be trying these products all out again with different products, just to see if I am getting the same effect. But if these products continue to make my face look this way, I'm blown away. Honestly, I'm blown away. Now, the sponge, I do agree it did get all the angles. Is it my favorite sponge ever on the world? No, but it is a really nice sponge. I'd say out of sponges, I'd give this one maybe like a 6 out of 10. Because it works. It like, I could squeeze it to get into all the nooks and crannies. Like, I was able to use the whole surface of it to do everything that I needed to do. I even used the little edge to apply my highlighter. So, I mean, the sponge, it's a nice sponge. It's funky shaped, so it's a very unique sponge. I don't think I'd go out of my way to purchase this, just because I could find other sponges that work just as well off of Amazon. But I mean, if you wanted to buy the full collection, I mean, yeah, go for it. Like, it's a good sponge, you know, like it gets the job done. So yeah, I'm super like, I don't want to take this makeup off. Like, usually I film and then I'll take my makeup off, but I think I'm gonna soak in this one today, because I feel good. I feel cute. And then, of course, I'll do an up close of my face makeup for you guys, so that way you guys could see just how good this looks. All right, I'm gonna stop before I get fucking weird, okay? My kids. See? Do you see that? Wow! That's it. So that is going to complete today's video, you guys. I really do hope that you enjoyed. I definitely did enjoy today's video. Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below what you think of my makeup. Without further ado, we're gonna go right on ahead, roll the clip.